Hello and welcome to my Power BI series, guys. This is the second video of the Power BI. In this Power BI video, we are going to see how to load the data using Excel into the Power BI, how to use the Power Query editor to clean the data, to modify the data, and we are going to see how to create a data model, how to create the relation between the tables, how to create the DAX, and how to use the visualizations using a DAX. So let's get started. Okay, guys, so let's get started. So I have opened the Power BI, and to start the visualization and data modeling, we need the data as well. So I have one data set. This is this one, supermarket data set. So it is very important in Power BI that whenever you start visualization or whenever you start to load the data into Power BI, it is very much important that first you go through the data and understand the data first and then start visualization. So in my data set there are four different table of Excel. First one is a fact sales, second one is a dim product, third one is a dim state, and the last one is a dim customer. So we will open one by one and we'll see which kind of data set it is, and then we will load into Power BI. So let's start with the very first one, fact sales table. So fact sales table is a actually main table here. Let me enable this. So in this we have okay, we have, let me just down this. Okay, so we have order ID, order date, product code, unit means number of unit the product has been sold out, and the sales amount. This sales amount is respective to this 22 quantity. Let's say that this product code RFT 488 sold 20 quantity and the total price is 1254 rupees and discount is 12% on that. And the state, we have state code KL, and we have a city and the customer code. So in this fact sales table, it is nothing but the main table where we have a sales amount with respect to the product code, and there is a order date as well, and we have a state code, city, customer code, all this. So definitely there will be some other table for the city, sorry, for the state, for the customer detail, and for the product also, because we don't have any product information here. So for that we have a supporting table that is called dim table. But dim table is nothing but a dimension table or lookup table also, where we have a unique value of all the products, I mean all the entry. So let's open this dim product and we will see this what kind of table is this. So dim product table having a first column as a product code, product, category, unit cost, and unit sales price over here. So let's say that if I want to connect this fact sales table with the product table, so we have a product code is the common column. So it's something like a primary key and foreign key between these two tables. So let's say if I want this product column on this table, so we can apply the VLOOKUP and we can get it here. So let's try first. Of course we are doing in Power BI, so just for the better understanding I'm trying to solve over here as well. So let's say if I'll apply VLOOKUP, lookup value is this one, then product code till product comma 2 comma 0, something went wrong. Let me try again. Equal to VLOOKUP, lookup value is product code comma product code to product. I need the product column to the fact sales comma 2 comma 0. Yeah, so we got it. Now I want for all, so done. Now control C, control alt V, paste special. So you, if you are a data analyst, you should know all these terms and you should do all this by very fast. VLOOKUP and all is a very common thing in the data analyst field. Okay, so let's say we want the product. Let's say for this R, let me validate this the whatever the answer, whatever the column we got here is correct or not. So for this RFT 488, RFT 488 product is masala. So it's masala over here also. So it's correct actually. The very last second one is a YTD 905. YTD 905 is a health and drink, right? So whatever the data we have received via VLOOKUP, it's correct. So I want to say that, so if I want any data from this dim product, I can apply the VLOOKUP based upon this product code, and product code in the fact sales, and I can bring down the data over here. So I don't need this product column over here, so let me delete this one. Okay, now let me open the another table. So let me close this dim product, don't save, and go to the dim state. Okay, so similarly, dim state is a dimension table of the state. So here we have a state code, state and region. Okay. So let's say that if I want the state and region column over here, we can apply the VLOOKUP based upon the state code and we can bring it over here. But we don't want anything here. We are going to do all everything on in the Power BI. So this is also clear. Next is dim customer. So of course, dim customer will be the customer table where we have all the information about the customer. So yeah, we have a customer code, we have a customer name, gender, and age. Don't ask why Harish is F, because I have applied the random choose or something, choose random, and it has given the data. So this table has been created by myself. So don't say that all this that Harish is F. Why? How can be the female? Okay. So this is the dummy data basically. So we understand that all the data and all the tables. So let's now, our duty is to import all this table into Power BI. So we are closing all this file, don't save. Okay, and we have this all in the supermarket data. So we are not going to perform one by one load, we are going to import the entire column, sorry, entire folder to the Power BI. So how we can do this? So open the Power BI. In the Power BI, we have a get data, right? Once you click on this, so Power BI having a see very diverse data connection. So you can see this is it can connect, I think, almost all the data bits. So it can connect to even web, even Microsoft Exchange, even the it can come and connect with the Amazon Antenna, and it can connect to, I think, SAP. It can connect to the MySQL, IBM database, everything it can connect. So now my requirement is that I want to import the folders. So what I will do, I will click on the folder here. So how I reach here, I will show one more time. Get data, go to the more, and then click on folder. Once you click on the folder, click here, connect. Now it is asking a folder path. There's a two way to bring the folder path over here. One is browse and go to the your directory and choose from there. And second option is go to this directly to the folder, right click, and you have a copy the path, copy as path, I mean, and bring it here and copy the path and then paste it over here. And I feel that there's some issue with this supermarket data. 1 minute. Yeah. So there was some double inverted comma, so I have removed that one. Now it can connect. Let me connect this. See, all the table whatever was available over here, it is reflecting over here. Once I click on the transform, it will open the Power Query editor. So I will not do this. There is another way to load. I will show that also. So again, click on get data, go to more, and then click on folder and click here, connect. Then it will ask to browse. So this time I'm going to browse my folder path from Power BI itself. So click on browse, then go to the my data is in download. Then I think it is in study material, in that Power BI content, data set, and we have a supermarket. So it is time consuming, guys, if you go by the Power BI. Otherwise you can go direct to the folder and copy the path and paste it over here. So it's depend on you which way you want to import the data. Click OK, again OK. So now again see this all four Excel is reflecting over here. So there is a option here, combine, load, transform data, and cancel. Combine means it will ask to combine the Excel over here. So I'm not going to combine any Excel because all the Excel is independent here. It's not like all the Excel having the same data. Of course it is dependent to each other, but actually all the data is not similar or same. So I'll click on the transform data. If you click on load, you will lose the possibility to open the Power Query editor and transform the data or modify the data. So I'm going to click on the transform data, so it will directly open the Power Query editor. So let me click on this, and see Power Query editor has been open over here, right? And now supermarket data was a folder name. Under this we have a 4 different Excel. Now the question is how we can expand the data and we can see. It's very simple. See, if you click on the binary and if you click on the table, the data can expand it over here. But as this supermarket data was containing 4 Excel and we have only click on the very first one, binary and then table, it has opened only one Excel, and all these 3 Excel has been lost. So how we can bring all these three? So see, whatever the steps I have followed to expand this, all has been recorded over here. So this is called applied steps. And what in this is the kind of beauty of this Power Query editor, that whatever the steps you follow to modify your data or whatever the operation you perform on Power Query editor, all will get recorded over here. Okay, so now what we have done, we have clicked on the binary, then the table, and this I think this is, I think, customer data, right? Customer code, customer name, gender, age. So this data has been expanded over here, and all the other three Excel has been lost. So this is not the right way to do, I think. So we need all the Excel file over here. So what we can do, that we have to go back again to the original stage, so we can cancel one by one all the process and we will reach to the original stage. So I'm clicking over here, again back, again back. Yeah, so we are over here. Now we understood that if we open here any if we click anyone, by the way, we can click only on one at a time. So if we click on one, it will expand only one table. So we have to, I think, make a duplicate of this. We already have one, and three we will make duplicate of 3 times, so we'll have a 4 different option here to open the table, and one by one we will open there. So how we can do, let's concentrate over here. So let's click on this and click on duplicate. Okay, now it has been duplicated. Again duplicate. Now again duplicate. So we have a 4 table over here, right? Customer code, product, sorry, dim customer, dim product, dim state, and fact sales. So we will go one by one to the query, and and each table will open in that respective query. So let's say we are in supermarket data. So in this we will open the dim customer table. Again we will go to the this table, the supermarket data 2, and we will open the product table. Okay, one by one. So first I will be on the very first one, supermarket data, and in this we are going to open the dim customer. So we are going to open the dim customer. So I will rename this as a dim customer. Okay, it's very easy. We have renamed this as a dim customer. See, it has been renamed. Now I'm going to open this. Click on binary and click on the table. So in dim customer data has been expanded over here. So now you can see that the column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4, and the very first entry is customer code, customer name, gender, and age. So in the Power Query editor, the column header is not recognized as a column header. So it has given the column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. That is wrong over here. So what we have to do, we have to make our first entry as a header. So for that we have an option over here. See, we are in the home menu. We have here use first row as a header. If I click on this, automatically, see, customer code, customer name, gender, is become the first header of the our data, right? Now see, whatever the steps we have followed, it has been recorded over here. But it is very common that, let's say that you are right now working on this project, later on in the organization you may leave to the another organization, and some other person will handle this project, and that time he will not understand that whatever option, whatever operation, and whatever the steps you have followed over here, because it's not giving clear indication that what it is change type over here, right? So we have an option to rename this. Once you rename this, I think then it will be very clear that what kind of steps you have followed over here. So I'm going to write over here, made first row as a header. It's clear right now. See, we can understand that the okay, first row was as an entry, and then we made as a row over here as a header here, right? It's clear. Now let's do some kind of data modification over here. So see, very first one, customer code, we have a data in text format, so that is okay. So customer code should be in the text format. The second one, again, the customer name is also in text format. It should be in the text format, so nothing to do with this. Gender also in text format, that is okay. Age in number. So I feel that age, each age is indicating the each person, right, over here. So there is, if this is in number, this, there is no meaning, because we are not going to do any sum or aggregation of this age. Each age having their own identity and own identification, right? Like Harish is 17-year old. We cannot do no 17 and other 17. We can see here also we have one entry of 17-year-old, so we cannot combine these two, because this age is reflecting the age of this is, sorry, this entry is reflecting the age of this person, and this age is reflecting the age of this person, so it's completely independent from each other. So I will keep this also as a text. Okay, so now it's asking replace current. Okay, fine, it has been done now. So my first data is ready. We'll go to the second one. And as we have already opened the dim customer, the second one is dim product, right? So I'm going to rename this as a dim product. Okay, so it has been renamed by dim product. So now I'll click on the binary. Guys, don't click outside. Once you hover your mouse on the binary, your pointer will change. Once the pointer is changed, it means that you are directly indicating that binary here. So second is dim product, and I'll click on the binary over here, then on the product. Sorry, on the table, not on outside of the table. Just click on the table. Okay, hover over here and then click. Now the product lookup table has been expanded over here. Again, the first row is not identified as a header, so I'll click on the use first row as a header. Clear? Now it's first, see, the first column is the product code is in text, that is okay. Second also product is in text, that is okay. Third one is a category, that is also in text, that is okay. Unit cost price is also, it's a price is in decimal, but that is okay. We want this price in decimal, it is not a text. This unit sales price also is in decimal, that is okay. But you will identify over here, the very first one is 38.76, right? And the fourth one is 18.75348837. We don't want like n number of decimal point after the decimal, so we are going to round up this by two decimal point. How we can do this? So click on this transform. Okay, and then select this column, and we have here round over here. So click on this, and we have a three options: round up, round down, and round. So what is the use of these three? So let's understand one by one. Okay, anyway, if you do anything wrong, we can cancel from here. So we have here option. So I will click on the very first one, round up. Let's clearly observe this unit cost price once I click on this. So right now the very first one is 38.76. Okay, so I'm clicking on round up. What happened? It becomes 39, right? It has round up. It has given one point extra. It was 38.76 before. See, 38.76. So it has round up, and it's become 38.739. Correct? We understand what is round up. Now let's go and click on round down. Just observe this again, 38.76. See, 38. The decimal point has been eliminated, but we don't want that, right? We don't want even round up, we don't want round down, we want the two decimal point actually for all the date entry. So what we are going to click, we are going to click on round. Once you click on the round, you have an option to enter how many decimal point you want. I want two, so I click on two and click OK. See, all the data has been changed into two decimal point. You can click over here and we can see, right? It is, of course it is 9 only, because there will be 9.0, that's why it's showing 9 here. Also 3.0, that's why it's 3. Okay, same we are going to do for this one. So it's a round up. Again, this is not clear indication that what is round up here, what has been done round up here. So I'm going to click and rename this round up unit cost price. So whoever will come after me, or if I'll come after some time to refer this, I can understand what I have done this. Again, this is filter row. It's like some row has been filtered down. So again, rename this if you want, filtered row unit cost price. It's something like you are giving some kind of nomenclature so you can understand, or someone who come after, you can understand what you have done in the Power Query editor. Okay, same we are going to do for the unit sales price. So for the unit sales price, we are going to do the round and two decimal place, click OK. OK. Now done, right? So again, round of unit sales price, done, right? So it's unit sales price, price two times. So I'll just remove this one. So how you can rename the column, by the way, renamed column. See, whatever we have done, it has been recorded over here. So how we can rename the column? Just double click on this and you can rename. Again, renamed column. Which column has been renamed? So again, right click, renamed. So I can write here unit sales price. Okay, unit sales price. It's very important that you also practice along with me, so then it will be helpful. Otherwise, just seeing the screen, you can't understand, you can't learn the Power BI. Okay, so two table has been expanded over here. The very third one is dim state. Again, click on the binary, click on the table. So we got this. Click on, go to the home, click on the first row, first, use first row as a header. That is also done. Now it's supermarket data 3. I will rename this as a dim state. Okay, done. This is also in text, so it should be in text, no problem. Very last one is the fact sales, right? So again, I will clear this as a right fact sales. And now I will click on binary and I will click on C. Once I click on the binary, some external, I think, field has been generated over here, but that's okay, guys. This is just a kind of glitch or something, system generated file. So that's, ignore that one. Your current file is this one, where is fact sales, and this is the table over here. So it has been again expanded over here. Now use first row as a header. Now the very first one is order ID is in text, that is okay. Order date is in text and number, alphanumerical value, but it is not an alphanumerical value, right? It's a actually date. So let's click on this and convert into date over here. So once you convert on date, see, we got some error over here, right? How, why? Let's go back and see. Compare these two data. It's 6 9 15, it's 4 15 18. So basically it's a, this one is in format of DMY, date, month and year, and but this is in the form of month, uh, date, year. Date is in the middle, so it is not recognized as a, sometime it happen, like Power BI is smart enough to understand that. So this they will understand and they will convert into the date. But some time the Power BI, let's say if you have an older version or something, so it will not understand that. When you convert into the date, it will give as a error over here. So how we can, how we can remove this, or how we can handle this. So to handle this is not the mistake of the Power BI, neither Excel file. This is the mistake of the data entry. Someone has entered the data wrongly over here. So the possibility is that we can change the data in the Excel itself. So let me open the Excel over here of the fact sales. Actually, I intentionally kept this data like this to explain you in better way. So let me click on this. See, these dates are incorrect, because if you expand over here, you will get the month. If you expand over here, you will get the date. So this date is in correct format, but these dates are not in the correct format. See, right? Let me show you. Unclick this all. Yeah, so these data are not in the correct format, so we have to change in the Excel itself. So how we can do that, we will show the different video for that one. I will create some different video that how we can change this one. So don't say that we will just copy over here. So very first one is 15 dash 04 dash 2018. This is the wrong way to do. Let's say you have a, how many data we have. Let me count this. It's 5,000 entry. So you will do 5,000 times entry. This is wrong, right? We can't do like this. We have to find some way that all the data should change. So yeah, there is a way. I will show you right, but not right now. We are on the Power BI. So let's go to the Power BI. Okay. So, but I need this date into the date format. So let me change this into the date first. So we got the error over here, right? So now we have to change this error. We have to replace this error by some value. I mean, some date value right now, or because we can't modify the date over here. We can't change all this one by one over here. So for that, we will convert into date, and we will give some dummy date for the error. We will replace this by some dummy date. But generally, when you are working on the production data or the industry data, you must not do this. You change the date into the Excel itself, and then again you load over here. Okay, so right now we are going to change in the Power BI itself. So there is an option to replace value. Click on replace error. See here, we are in the transform. In the transform, we are in replace value. There is a replace error. Replaced by, I'm just giving 12/08/2015. Okay, I'm replacing all the error by this date. Click OK. So it has been changed. Now the product code is in text format, that is okay. Unit is in alphanumeric. Again, I want in unit actually this. So I will convert into whole number, and I will rename this as a unit has been changed into unit changed into whole number. Okay. Now sales amount is in alphanumerical, so I will change this into the decimal. Okay, and then I will change this into the two decimal place, I mean. Click OK. Done. Again, percentage should be in the percentage. State code is in text. Okay, and city is in text. Okay, customer code is in text. Okay, so all the data is correct over here, and whatever was had to change, we have already changed. So we have seen some flavor of the data transformation over here. So now change this, rename this also, that percentage column change, data format change. Okay, so now the data is ready to load into Power BI. So click over here, go to the home tab, then click close and apply. It will take some time, and it will load all the data into your Power BI desktop. So once it will load, all the data fields will visible on the right side over here. This is called the data field. See, all the tables are available over here. You can expand and you can see all the row columns. So basically we called here field. So dim customer having a four field: age, customer code, customer name, and gender. Again, same for product code, same for the state, dim state, and same for the fact sales, right? Okay, let's say if you want to see the data in tabular format, click on the table view. I told you in the last video that we are having a three view in the Power BI. First one is a report view, second one is a table view, third one is the model view. So we are going to table view, and we will see any one table. So I have clicked on the customer code, and now the customer code table is visible over here. So let's click on the fact sales, and it is available over here. Now we are going to the data model view. Data model view is very important. Whenever you create the visualization, it is important to connect the data, all the tables which required for your visualization. So right now the Power BI having a self connection, auto connection we call this, is enabled. So it has, based upon the primary and foreign key, it has connected the table. Okay, so we are going to understand this more over here. So our main table is fact table, so we are going to keep this in the middle and other supporting table all the sides, and this method is called actually star schema. Okay, so see here, this table, fact table, and the state table has connected by state code. State code is common between these two, and the data is flowing from dim state to fact sales, right? See the arrow mark over here, right? And here is mentioned one, here is mentioned star. What is the meaning of one and star? It is the connection name is one to many. What is the meaning of one to many over here? So one to many is nothing but this dim state having a entry of each data one time. It means that let's say if there is a state code KL, it is only one time in this dim state, but KL maybe is a multiple time in this. So let's validate this. So go to this dim state, so table view and go to the dim state. So KL, see it is only one time, correct? Now go to the fact sales and click on the uh, click on, there should be state code somewhere, state code, right? Click on KL here. How many times is there? Multiple times, right? It's clear. So this is why it is one to many. Sometime what happened, sometime generally this auto relation create a wrong relation, so you have always possibility to change the direction or change the relation. For that you can double click on this, or you can just click on manage relationship. Once you click on the manage relationship, so first relation is fact sales to dim customer, right? So click over here. See, customer code, sorry, we are seeing state one, right? So fact state code and dim state, click over here. So see, the fact sales and dim customer dim state is connected by state code. It is highlighted over here, and it is many to one. Many to one means fact sales having a many and dim state having a one, and it is single. Cross filter direction is single, means dim state can filter out the data of the fact sales. We can make the bidirectional also, but right now we don't need that one. We don't need to filter the state code or state region by this table. We want that we can filter out the sales amount using the state or region, right? Similarly for this one, it is one to many. You understand why it is one here, why it is many over here, right? And the direction of the data is flowing from dim customer to fact sales, so we can filter out the fact sales data using the dim customer data. Similarly for this one, it is one too many. Okay, so now we have understand that how to load the data, how to use the Power Query editor to transform the data, again how to load the data into Power BI, and we have seen the table view, we have seen the data model view, correct? So now we are ready for the visualization. So in the next video we are going to visualize this data. Before that, let's save this data, sorry, save this Power BI project, and otherwise you will lose whatever the task you have performed. So for to save, Control S, and you can give any name to this. I am going to give, I will save this into download, and I will give this sales project. Okay, and this will save with the extension of PBIX. Okay, save it. So in the next video, we are going to start the visualization, and we will see some of the rules of visualization. So till that, stay connected, happy learning, and practice more and more. Thank you so much.